Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I want to share with you one of my favorite multitasking products. I'm going to show you how I use this identity palette from Persona Cosmetics to get my entire look today. If you're anything like me, you know how useful a multitasking product can be, whether you're trying to cut down on your travel makeup bag or just simplify your morning routine. Finding more than one use for a product is always a good thing. Can you imagine how much lighter your suitcase would be if you didn't have to pack
a bronzer, a contour, brow pencils, eyeliners, blushes, highlighters?
I think my suitcase would be like 12 pounds lighter. Before we jump into the Persona palette, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the other products that I already have on my face, and then we'll get to the demo. I'm wearing the Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer from First Aid Beauty, the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation, my favorite concealer combo of the moment, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow and MAC Mineralized Concealer, and I set everything with my MAC Studio Water Weight Pressed Powder. Now we're going to finish up the rest of my face using this identity palette from Persona Cosmetics. First, I'm going to use the shade Charming, and I'm just taking a little angle brush and I'm going to use that as my bronzer. These shades are incredibly pigmented, but if you work with a little bit at a time and build it up, they blend out so nicely that it's really easy to use as a face product. Next, I'm going to use Audacious as my blush. I'm taking a small duo fiber brush and just dipping very lightly into that red shade. It is quite pigmented, so the tiniest bit goes a long way, especially because I want the eyes to be the focus. I'm really just taking a light hand with this blush color. Then for highlighter, I'm using the shade Sassy, and I'm building that up with a tapered fluffy brush. This shade is so bright, I've always loved it as an eyeshadow, but I am blown away by how this looks as a highlighter, and I also used a little bit of that on my Cupid's bow, just applied with my finger to bring a little highlight to the lips as well. To fill in my brows, I'm using a combination of Maverick, which is a cooler, more ashy brown, and Fearless, which is a deeper brown. On an angled brush, I just mix those to find my perfect shade. And then of course I used a little clear brow gel. This one's from Anastasia Beverly Hills, just to keep those brow hairs in place. To prime my eyes for my eyeshadow, I'm using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot to cancel out any redness and cover up any veins on my eyelids. And I use the shade Humble to set that eye base and give us a nice smooth surface to work on. Next, I'm going to start building my transition shade. I'm using Charming, and I'm just building that up into my crease and also on the outer part of my lid, as well as smudging that along my lower lash line. Then to add a little bit more warmth back into my eye look, I'm using the shade Audacious, just a bit in the crease, and that's the same shade that I used for blush. For my all over lid color, I'm going to take Gold Digger, and I'm going to apply that with my fingertip. It is so bright, so intense. I barely even have to touch the eyeshadow to get this amount of payoff. To add a little bit of drama, I'm just taking Goddess on a flat brush and packing that on the outer part of my eyelid. Then we need a bright pop-in inner corner highlight. I'm using the shade Sassy on a small detail brush, and I'm using Fearless on a flat angled brush and smudging that along my upper lashes to give me a bit of an eyeliner look. Then I just curled my lashes and added some L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Now it's time to get started on the lips. I took a little bit of this MAC lip conditioner and I put that on the back of my hand. Then I dipped into the shade Audacious just on my finger, and I tapped that into the lip conditioner to make a tinted lip balm. You can add more or less shadow depending on how intense you want your tinted lip balm to be, and then you just pat that onto the lips and build it up to the desired intensity. I love this earthy red shade on the lips. I love that all the shades kind of tie in together on the cheeks and the eyes. First of all, a look like this is so useful for everyone. It's totally appropriate to wear to work or to school, or just going out to walk the dog or go to the grocery store if you're me. I will show up to work with no makeup on, and then I will wear a full beat around my house in my pajamas. You know you do that too. I love this palette, not only for the quality of the shadows, but for the versatility of the shades in here. No matter what your complexion is, you could mix these shades up and do the exact same thing that I did, even if you have a different skin tone. You could use Maverick to contour. You could add a little bit of these shimmer shades in with your bronzer for a little bit of a sheen. Any of these shades down here would be beautiful blushes, or if you want to tone down one of these shades to wear as a blush, you can add a little bit of Humble just to sheer it out a little bit. All of these shimmer shades up here could be beautiful highlighters. You could mix them up, again, just depending on what your skin tone is, what your preference is. You can add a little depth, a little warmth. Don't be afraid to mix these shades and just have fun with it, experiment with it. After all, it is just makeup, it is just for fun, and if one of your experiments goes awry, you can just wipe it off and start over again. So I want to know how you multitask your identity palette. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna... Let's start over. Shall we? Okay, it's going great. Share... is good. I keep getting distracted by my inner corner highlight. I'm just all about this. I am all about it. Shades up. Audacious. Cute cat. Brother. You obviously don't have to be a makeup artist to do this because, hi. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now.